guys, welcome back to another Ignited Minds podcast. My name is Pragna.
And my name is Sanvi.
And today we'll be talking about our personal experience in Scouts.
Along with our experiences, we will be sharing some advice for all incoming Scouts.
Let's get started. When and how did you learn about Scouts?
If I'm being honest, I never really knew about Scout. I just knew there were these kids that would help people cross the street for a badge or sell cookies. But after joining Scouts, I learned that it was so much more. My mom first learned about Scouts through a family friend, and I joined when I turned 11 so that I wouldn't be placed in Cub Scouts.
That's really interesting. I first joined Scouts when I was in 3rd grade. I joined the Girl Scouts of USA and was a part of it for a couple of years before I joined a community troop with one of my friends. That just goes to show how varied Scouts can be.
Why did you join Scouts?
I joined Scouts because I always saw the elementary school troop selling cookies, heading to meetings after school, and even decorating for Red Ribbon Week. I really wanted to have a sense of what that classic Girl Scouts community would feel like. Later on, when I joined a community troop, I was a little older and I wanted to have a way to help my community.
If I'm being honest, the reason why I joined Scouts was because of my mom. She introduced me to it and said something about cookies, and I was hooked. But she lied.
Nice. What is something you struggled with at first?
Growing up, I was usually very energetic. However, when I first joined Scouts, something I struggled with was making new friends outside of my circle, and I would typically keep to myself. I think this was because all of the other Scouts were much older and in higher ranks, and there also weren't that many new Girl Scouts. However, as time went by, I was able to connect with the older Scouts that helped me with my requirements.
Scouts is super fun, don't get me wrong, but at first it can be a little daunting. I learned pretty early on that Girl Scouts took a lot of hard work. It involved planning, coming up with ideas regarding different events, learning new skills, and so much more. Starting out so young was a lot to handle, but it also taught me a lot of important life skills that I use throughout my life today.
Any advice you have for incoming Scouts?
Keeping on that subject, all of you incoming Scouts shouldn't worry about the workload. Scouts is a super fun way and helpful to get involved in your community. If you want my personal advice, dive into the possibility of the unknown.
Some advice I have for incoming Scouts is to take your time with the requirements and don't get too obsessed with it. I'm speaking from experience. You shouldn't be too stressed about it. You have plenty of time. The first week of the page of requirements mostly about memorizing. One thing you should stress about though is the knots. There's so many knots and lashings you have to learn. I can't even name them all.
Same. What was the social aspect of Scouts like?
When I joined Scouts, I joined with 2 friends, which made the experience much more fun, as our troop counselor recommended. But if you're alone, don't worry, you can still connect with others. The great thing about Scouts is that you're always working with others, whether it's completing assignments or taking merit badge classes. So whether you come in a group or not, you'll always feel part of the group.
I totally agree. Socially, I had a lot of fun in Scouts. Being able to bond with my troop and my troop leader was unlike any friendship I had ever made. And our common love for helping the community and learning new life skills really brought us together. I made some pretty close friends in my troop, and the friendships that I already had only grew stronger. As you mentioned earlier, with the whirlwind of different activities and projects you do, it's unlikely you will be separated into different cliques. Because of this, our entire troop acts as one big family throughout our journey in Scouts.
How have Scouts helped you in your day-to-day life?
As I said earlier, Scouts is all about teaching you life skills and preparing you for the future. My day-to-day life is full of things that I learned throughout my time in Scouts. Most recently, I've used my organization skills in my schoolwork now that I'm in high school. How have Scouts helped you in your day-to-day life, especially because your experiences are more recent, Sanvi?
Boy Scouts help me in day-to-day life by teaching me practical skills like cooking, first aid, and time management, which are valuable in various situations. It also fosters leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving abilities, while instilling strong values such as honesty and respect. These experiences build confidence and resilience, preparing Scouts for challenges both now and in the future.
What's your favorite activity in Scouts?
My favorite activity in Scouts has to be the camping. But that being said, I don't always like them. Sometimes they're super fun, and I get to spend amazing time with my friends and family working together. Other times we end up doing kitchen cleanup in the rain. My favorite part is when we all go back to our tents and we are left with about an hour before we go to sleep. The time I spend with my friends is so memorable. We mostly laugh the entire time and stuff our faces with candy.
My favorite activity in Girl Scouts was hands down selling cookies. The first reason behind selling cookies was to raise money for my troop so that we could do more fun things to help the community. But the actual experience of selling cookies taught me a lot about responsibility. Making sure to sell my cookies, it taught me a lot of hard work. Not giving up when I had to walk around the neighborhood for hours trying to sell those less popular flavors. Most importantly, I made some amazing memories with my fellow Scouts. Well, we did cookie booths.
What are some major differences between Girl and Boy Scouts?
Girl Scouts mainly focuses on empowering girls, skills in STEM, life skills, the arts, outdoor activities, and community service.
On the other hand, Boy Scouts mainly focuses on outdoor skills, camping, survival skills, and enforcing discipline along with community service.
While Girl and Boy Scouts have some major differences, they both have one common goal.
Yeah, they both strive to better the community and their scouts, all while building a strong bond between their troops.
What are the ranks in Scouts?
In Boy Scouts, we have 6 levels. To advance in a rank, there are certain requirements you need to reach. It's a self-paced advancement, and some take years, like all the years in Scouts to finish, and some takes a few years. The different ranks of Scout are Scout, Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and Eagle. Once you finish the requirements, you have this meeting with other counselors. This is called a board review. It basically tests you on all the requirements you have done so far, making sure you have everything you need and making sure you know everything about that rank. Um, I went a bit fast with mine, and I'm almost a life scout. I only need my board review, and I've been in scout for only 2 years. I would say the hardest board review would be your Eagle, as it's extremely strict and the project is no joke. It takes a long time to complete and a lot of labor. One thing I would recommend is not to do something with carpentry because there are so many better ideas, and 99% of the Eagle projects I went to were related to carpentry.
Girl Scouts has 6 different levels as well. You move up to the next level when you reach a certain grade, starting with daisies from kindergarten to first, then brownies for second to third, juniors for fourth to fifth, cadets for sixth to eighth, seniors for ninth to 10th, and lastly ambassadors for 11th to 12th. Depending on your rank, you'll complete one of the 3 Take Action projects, which results in earning either a Bronze Award, Silver Award, or the highest award a Girl Scout can receive, the Gold Award. These awards honor a Girl Scout's dedication to not only bettering herself, but also the world around her. These awards are earned by completing projects of varying difficulty and impact for their community and beyond.
If you could swap programs for a day, what would you want to experience?
Something that I would want to experience in your troop would definitely be to go to camp. I've never had the opportunity to go to camp because most of my Girl Scouts career was during IVA, when we had to have meetings online. I know you go on a lot of camping trips, and you always enlighten me on your camping horror stories, like waking up with a bed full of ants or hiking in the 100-degree weather. So yeah, I would definitely want to go to camp because it also has a lot of good memories, like making s'mores around the campfire and hanging out with your friends.
Something I would want to experience is a craft workshop and selling cookies. In Boy Scouts, it's more about wilderness and survival. The sound of advertising cookies and making bracelets already sounds so much more fun. I always see small Girl Scouts selling cookies, and they always look so cute trying to sell the best ones. Everyone says their favorite cookies is Segments, but mine personally is lemonades. Wow, I sure learned a lot about both Boy and Girl Scouts. What about you, Pragna?
For sure, Sanvi. We hope you future Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts feel better prepared now that you have an insider's perspective on the worlds of Scouts.
Make sure you view more blogs and podcasts on ignitingmindsusa.org and consider donating to help us spread information on more topics.
That's it for today. Thank you for listening. I'm Pragna.
And I'm Sanvi.
Signing out.